And the weekend is upon us. After the international break, a lot of things happened during the international break. I swear this international break has been getting a lot of problems. Most people are injured, or most players are injured, but you know how it is now. Let's just get straight into it. The first game of the weekend is going to be starting 12:30. That's central UK time. 12:30. That's Southampton against Manchester United. Southampton have lost all their 3 games. Yeah, I swear. And Manchester United now, they're also the same waves now. Manchester United have only won 1 of their last 2 games. You understand? Everybody has played 3 games each. So this is 3 games, 3 games, 3 people that have lost 3 games each, and 3 people that have lost 2 games and one win. So let's see how Manchester United cope in this game. I'm thinking this game is going to be very, very, very dicey. My Southampton will have a point to prove in this game, but I think I'm going to give the win to Manchester United. I think Manchester United are going to come back with a win, though they are away from home. I think they can make a win against Southampton because Southampton is struggling, and Manchester United, they are big strugglers. You understand? There's a difference between a small struggler and a big struggler. A big struggler can get 1 or 2, you understand? But a small struggler will continue to struggle. You get the points now. So I'm rooting for a win or a draw for Manchester United, and that's what I think is going to happen in that game. The introduction of Manuel Ugarte is going to really help their defensive line. That's their defensive midfield line. With the likes of Casemiro giving a lot of blunders, giving a lot of goals during the course of last week. So I think this game for Manchester United is going to be a game to test the build of Erik ten Hag selection, manipulation. You understand? Because he has to manipulate that whole middle. You understand? He has to remove and put, pick and subtract, add and minus. You get the fact now. You get the vibes. Without much ado, let's jump into the next game. That's Brighton versus Ipswich Town. Brighton versus Ipswich Town. That game is going to be a very dicey game because Brighton hasn't lost a game this season. Brighton has two wins and 1 draw. The last draw that they had was against Arsenal last 2 weeks ago, and you know how that game went out, you understand, to turn out. So I think Ipswich Town, you guys watch out for Ipswich Town. I think they're going to bring a scare in this game. They're going to cause a scare for Brighton. I'm seeing a go-go game, a game, fast end-to-end. I think Ipswich Town is going to come up with something very, very spectacular. You guys watch out for Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town are going to maybe pull up a surprise, a hat out of the bag, if you can call it that, for Ipswich Town. But though they are away from home, you understand, it's going to be a very, very tough test for them. But you know how it is that we are favorites that Brighton is going to nick the win. So I'm going for like a 2-1 or 3-1 win. But watch out for Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town might cause Wahala in that game. I'm just saying. Congratulations for Fabian Hutler, the Brighton coach, for winning, the coach of the coach of the month for this August that just passed. Big kudos to him. You understand? Moving forward. Crystal Palace against Leicester City. Wow. 2 people that haven't won any game since. This one is going to be a fight to remember. Leicester City, they just the newly promoted side. They just came into the Premier League, and it's going to be a very, very tough ask for them to win a Crystal Palace side that drew, what's their name, Chelsea and the likes of who again? I think they have drawn 1 game. They lost 2 games. They lost 2 games. They drew against Chelsea. So it's going to be a very, very tough game for them. But I see them going far. You understand? I think it's going to be a draw. It might be a draw, maybe a similar draw to the one that they had last time, or Crystal Palace might just win. You understand? So it's home or win. So you know how it is. So we're moving forward. Fulham against West Ham. Mind you that these games I'm mentioning, these games are all starting simultaneously by 3 o'clock. That's 1500. You understand? That's the time frame for these games. So that's on Saturday. These are Saturday games. So Fulham against West Ham. Is going to be starting the same time. That's 3 p.m. London time. You understand? We Londoners, you know how it goes. Fulham against West Ham. Is going to be a very, very dicey game. Fulham has drawn 1, has lost 1, and it's not shaping up to be a very, very good season for them. But I think they can do something very, 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 very massive in this game. Fulham West Ham. I think it's going to be a go-go game. You understand? Both teams are high, end-to-end pushing, and Lopetegui, that's the coach of West Ham, is going to come out to make a statement because they have lost 2 games and won just 1, and it's going to be a very, very dicey game for him. I think he's going to trying to make a point in this future. Moving ahead. Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. Wow, Liverpool. Aaron Slot hasn't lost a game this season. He hasn't even conceded a game this season. That's making them 3 games, 3 wins without conceding a goal. Wow, beautiful. I think what's his name? Jurgen Klopp will be, wherever he is now, will be very, very happy with the squad and everything that's happening with Aaron Slot as the new manager of Liverpool. So I'm just going to say it as it is. Liverpool are going to win. Very, very straightforward. You understand? Liverpool are winning that game without a doubt. Liverpool are going to win that game, I think, by 2 to 3 goals. I'm saying home over. You understand? Yes, home over. They're going to be winning. So that game is also by 3 o'clock. Then Aston Villa against Everton. Everton, they are the usual collectors now. They don't collect from all the whole parts. I think right now they have considered over 10 goals in just 3 games. And that's a big scare for Sean Dyche's team. And I think Unai Emery is going to capitalize on the fact that his team are fresh, off the international break, no injuries per se. You understand? So I think they can make at least head forward in this fixture against Everton. I see it as a straight win for Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa are going to cruise through this game. But Bournemouth against Chelsea. Wow, Bournemouth had a fantastic comeback against Everton. I think in the space of 10 minutes, they had 3 goals to come back and win that game against Everton. So Bournemouth are also a team to watch out for. But Chelsea, how it is now, and Zomareska is doing a good job in Chelsea, and he wants to keep up that reputation. So I think it's going to be a very, very dicey game. For the neutrals, I think it's going to be a very, very good game for them to watch. But let's just give Chelsea the win, because I know Chelsea are going to come out firing all cylinders. Even though I'm hearing something like Kopama might be injured or maybe out, I know it's just 1 or 2 things. Let's see how it goes. Maybe by tomorrow we'll see how it shapes up for them. Sunday games, Sunday futures are going to be extremely, extremely beautiful to watch. So if you're watching from anywhere, this is a game for you to watch. Spurs against Arsenal, Tottenham against Arsenal. Arsenal are going to be without the likes of Odegaard and Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice, due to injury and suspension. Their new signing too is not also going to be there. That's Moreno, due to a knock on the shoulder earlier on this season. But the game is going to be held, I think, 2 o'clock. That's 1400 hours. That's Central Time. So I'm going for a go game. That game is going to be packed with goals. It's going to be packed with a lot of goals. So I'm going for a go game. I think a go game is going to be very interesting. But from the side of a true North London man, I think it's going to be an Arsenal win. Even though I know Arsenal is going to be shaky, you understand. Whoever scores first in that game wins the game. That's what I can say for that game. Whoever scores first wins the game. So that's that for Spurs against Arsenal. So moving over to Wolves against Newcastle United. Wolves against Newcastle United. Wolves have been playing a very, very good game, but they've been coming against the likes of big teams and strong teams. So it has been really, really shaky for O'Neill's side. So I'm just thinking it might be a draw. It might be a draw game. But given the fact that Newcastle haven't lost a game this season, coming back from a win and 2 wins, I think 2 wins and 1 draw so far, I think they're going to continue their good form and probably get a win in this game. But if that doesn't happen, if Newcastle doesn't win the game, it's going to be a draw. You understand? A draw. Wolves might just pull up something out of the bag, and cause a scare or cause some problems.